Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another NFL mock draft. And today we have got a little something special. Trade deadline's coming up. It is on Wednesday, November 1st, I believe, at like 4 p.m. Eastern Time, if I'm not mistaken. Um, we already had a huge trade today, with Leonard Williams of the New York Giants being swapped and shipped out to Seattle, Washington, to the Seahawks for a second rounder this year and a fifth in the next year. So, big compensation for a interior defensive lineman that hasn't done much. I'm going to be honest. He is a really good player. I do love Leonard Williams. But I completely understand why the Giants got rid of him. We're 2-6. Not much else I really need to say. But now we're in a little bit of a predicament because the Giants sit at number 4. And the Cardinals and the Bears have 2 picks ahead of them, and the Cardinals have the number 1 right now. Now, I'm not doing any drafts, or what? I am not doing any trades in this draft, so should get interesting. This time we're using PFF. Last time it was NFL Mock Sim. I think PFF has a little more, or a couple more players, and they're actually pretty well ordered for the most part. So let's get right into this. Arizona Cardinals are on the clock at number 1. And I'm starting to believe that they are actually going to stick with Kyler Murray. And in that case, I'm taking the best non-quarterback in the draft, Marvin Harrison Jr. To get Kyler Murray an absolute weapon. You add him to that offense with Michael Wilson and Hollywood Brown, and that is terrifying. Like, I ain't even going to lie. That is a disgusting receiving corps. And then you have Trey McBride, who's a solid tight end. Zach Ertz at tight end as well. James Conner's been really good, so that's when he stays healthy, of course. So now, Chicago Bears, do you want another North Carolina quarterback, or do you want Caleb Williams? Because sitting here, I would imagine actually that Eberflus might be gone or could be. But I'm just going to take Caleb Williams. I think you got to ship Justin Fields somewhere, let him have a start. You get yourself a new start. Obviously, I think Arizona would trade out of that spot. But as I said, I'm not doing trades, so this is how we're going to do it. Caleb Williams at 2. And then why not get some trench depth and some help? You got Olu-Fashanu, Leatu Latu, Joe Alt, Jerzon Newton, Johnny Newton, as some know him by, Chop Robinson. I wouldn't go that high on Fuaga. Probably wouldn't take him at 3. But Jared Verse, I would. Dallas Turner, I probably would. It's kind of what do you want, and right now, there have been discussion of Chase Young possibly being traded to the Bears. We will see if that's true. I highly doubt it. I feel like he'd go to a more championship-ready team. But I guess you never know. I think I am going to go Olu-Fashanu for the Bears here. I just think protection is so key, and with Marvin Harrison already gone, you can kick Braxton Jones into guard, and if he doesn't like that, then go get some compensation for him. Trade him away. Because you don't have your center's not bad. Tevin Jenkins is sitting all right at the guard spot, and Nate Davis isn't a bad guard as well. So, and now we are here to pick number 4, my New York Giants. Who do you take? take? Oh man, I really don't know. Just kidding. It's Drake May. Daniel Jones, your time is up, kid. If we're sitting here at 4 at by the time we hit May, not even May, January. Maybe not even January. It might be the start of December. If we're still at top 5 pick at the start of December, Daniel Jones is gone. He might be there next year to start, but it's mainly just so Dable can start to get his guy, Drake May, take him under his wing, let him learn the offense, and not pressure him too much his rookie year. So, Drake May to the Giants. Please save us. Anyway, to pick number 5, the New England Patriots. Last time, I'm pretty sure I went tackle. And I don't think I can go quarterback again. I know people in the last video were saying J.J. McCarthy, QB3, for even the Giants at number 4, I think it was. Or no, at number 6. So that's around this range, but I just don't think McCarthy has shown enough. I think he is very accurate, and I like his athletic ability, but not at 5, and I also don't think Belichick would take that at 5. I'm liking Brock Bowers here, or Joe Alt, one of the two. I think since we went tackle last time for the Patriots, we're going to switch it up and give them Brock Bowers. He is by far, Kyle Pitts, whatever. Like, Brock Bowers is the best tight end prospect we have seen in a long, long time. And it's really not even close. Like, Kyle Pitts, yes, he was really good, but the numbers that Brock Bowers have put up, oh my God, can I speak? The numbers that Brock Bowers has put up in his career at Georgia, it's actually incredible. Like, as a true freshman as well. He should be in the Heisman race, but unfortunately he got injured. And we've kind of seen that the offense has had its struggles without him, for sure. So, but regardless, on to number 6, the Green Bay Packers. Go get a left tackle of the future, because Bakhtiari, I don't even know if he can stand on that knee at this point. Easy pick, Joe Alt, 1A, 1B with Olu Fashanu. Fashanu probably taking that 1A spot for most people right now. He's definitely had the better year, but that's just saying a lot about Fashanu, because Joe Alt has also played incredible. Number 7, Indianapolis Colts, and another team that could go on that O-line to protect Anthony Richardson. They could also go in the secondary. They could go really both sides of the line, offensive and defensive line. I'm kind of eyeing Kool-Aid McKinstry here. You could also go edge, and that would not be a bad option, actually. And I think I'm actually going to take my new top edge rusher in Laiatu Latu to the Indianapolis Colts. Man, he has been so disruptive over there for UCLA. Like, him and those twins out there, I can't remember their names, but they have been unbelievable. So, getting some more edge help, that only helps out your secondary because it makes the quarterback have to get rid of the ball even quicker. Pick number 8, Denver Broncos. Is Russell Wilson still there next year? I honestly have no idea. It could be another quarterback spot, actually. But that contract is really bad. Could go receiver. I imagine Judy and Sutton are probably going to get shipped off here. This might be a crazy trade deadline in the next couple days. Like, we've already seen Leonard Williams go. What are some of these guys that Denver's trying to ship out to get this compensation so Sean Payton can build his own team? Um, oh, man. I don't even know where to go here. I don't think Malik Neighbors would fit that well in a Sean Payton offense, but like at the same time, I'm thinking that Malik Neighbors probably fits just fine in any offense. He's just that good. I think we are going to go receiver, but it's going to be Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State. So the top two receivers draft are both Ohio State. I don't know what it like. Sean Payton when he was in New Orleans, Ohio State receivers. I know he wasn't there for Olave, but he was there for Michael Thomas. So maybe same philosophy. Maybe I'm pulling a little bit, but Emeka Egbuka is an extremely good route runner. I mean, the yards of separation that he gets is incredible. So huge piece there for Russ in that offense. Number 9, Los Angeles Rams. And I think I went edge last time, and I'm kind of still on that boat. I feel like Dallas Turner would probably be a really good fit for them, and for a guy that some people edge 1 getting here at 9 is pretty incredible value. So I mean, you got to get something on the other side, or next to, I should say, Aaron Donald, because the secondary ain't too good. They'll probably have to sign some guys in the offseason to play on the boundary. But Dallas Turner would be huge. He's a good run defender and can get pressure on the quarterback. Pick number 10, Washington Commanders. And I think you should probably go tackle here. And I think I am going to go Fuaga out of Oregon State. He has been playing so damn well. Sam Howell needs time, whether he's the quarterback there next year or not. The quarterback needs time to throw. And some of the sacks for sure are on Sam Howell for holding on to the ball too long, but at the same time, that offensive line needs some help, and a big guy is coming in Talise Fuaga. Number 11, Arizona back on the clock. This is their pick from the Texans, and it's got to be defense here, and somehow, some way, Kool-Aid McKinstry has fallen all the way to pick number 11. I did think about it for LA, I'm not going to lie, but I thought getting edge was better. Kool-Aid McKinstry at 11 is insane for probably what most people think is the best defensive player in this draft. So the Cardinals walk out with Marvin Harrison and Kool-Aid McKinstry in this mock draft, which is incredible. Pick number 12, the Las Vegas Raiders. And I can't stand watching Jimmy G play anymore, to be honest. I think this is where the next quarterback comes off the board. And it will be, I think, Bo Nix again. Just from what Josh McDaniels, if he is the coach next year, which if he is, I can't believe, but he's the coach right now, so this is what I'm going with. Bo Nix, for some reason I could see having a very similar role as to what Cam Newton had when McDaniels was in New England with Newton. Just solely based off of the amount of quarterback draw plays that they did and quarterback powers. Bo Nix has the athletic ability to do that, but he's also a very accurate passer that can also kind of be a game manager for you. And I think for McDaniels, that's all he's really looking for. I mean, he's had Brissett, Hoyer, Brady, Garoppolo. Like, these are his quarterbacks over the years that he's really liked. So I think Bo Nix would actually be a really good fit there for the Raiders. Pick number 13, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And maybe getting some O-line help across from Tristan Wirfs might not be a bad idea. And a guy like Amarius Mims, who is massive, unfortunately injured, I believe, but still a fantastic prospect. And to have him play right tackle for you with Tristan Wirfs on the other side, that locks down your 2 tackles for the foreseeable future if you're Tampa Bay. The Los Angeles Chargers, who got a must-needed win on Sunday night against the Bears. They need some D-line help still, and it is kind of boring, and I did it last time, but Jer'Zhan Newton, I think, just fits so well. You put him going up the gut, and then you have Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Tuipulotu as well, coming off the edges. That is dangerous, and NFL offenses will not be happy to go up to that D-line, or against that D-line, I should say. The Tennessee Titans with Will Levis, who looked pretty damn good. I won't lie, I was a little bit of a doubter on Will Levis, but he looked really good in his first start against the Falcons, and the Falcons got a good defense, and we saw a lot of good things that Will Levis just put on tape with that arm that he's got, and we knew he had a big arm, but I think now you've kind of realized, okay, Tannehill is kind of done for. I mean, shit, Will Levis has played 1 game and has 2 more touchdown passes than Ryan Tannehill, so that kind of says it all. But D-Hop will still be on the team next year from what we know. And you got Treylon Burks. Westbrook Akine is not bad. Chris Moore's pretty solid. So I think you're fine there. I think you should probably look into the secondary, which they've had problems with for I don't know how long. And you just lost Kevin Byard. So maybe go get a guy in Cooper DeJean who could possibly play safety for you, but also play a little boundary or slot corner. Super versatile, or versatile. I don't know. I don't know what I'm on today. He can play just about anywhere in the secondary that you need him to. He can play punt return too. So, I mean, he's got some wheels, and he's put them on display a couple times this year and last year. So, New Orleans Saints at pick number 16. And is Derek Carr still your guy? Saints fans, I do not know the answer to that, but he's been all right so far, for the most part. Cam Jordan's getting older. You did just get Brian Brzee last year. Peyton Turner has not worked out that well, though. So I think you need some more help on the edge. And Granderson's all right, but he's nothing too special. Why not go get Jared Verse? Been one of the most efficient pass rushers in all of college football this year, and he was last year too. So the tape don't lie when it comes to Jared Verse. He is a very, very good player. Could work a little more on run defense, but the pass rush, yeah, he's got it. New York Jets at 17. And they are definitely looking for some offensive line help yet again. And there are some guys here yet again. And I really like Jordan Morgan here. And that's where I'm going to go. I know J.C. Latham might be the pick for some people, but I really love what Jordan Morgan is doing this year. He's kind of been slept on a little bit just because Arizona isn't the best team, but they're putting it to some people. They put it to Washington State. They put it to Oregon State as well. Almost beat USC and UW. Like, they have got some pieces over there, and Jordan Morgan might be the best one of those pieces, which is crazy to say. Actually, it's really not. He's just really good. But like Jacob Cowan and those guys, I think Montana, the receiver, Montana Lamanius Craig, I believe is his name, over there as well. Solid receiver. But regardless, Jordan Morgan is a baller, and I'm pretty sure I said it last time, but he shut down Braylon Trice, a top edge rusher in this year's class, to just about nothing when they played UW, and it was very, very impressive. Bengals at 18, and they're kind of wishing Jordan Morgan slipped them, but it is what it is now. You're probably losing T. Higgins in the offseason, maybe even Tyler Boyd. You might have to cut to sign some other guys. So Malik Neighbors, got LSU quarterback, and you got two LSU receivers. Played at LSU at completely different times, but hey, Malik Neighbors with Jamar Chase might be instantly the scariest wide receiver duo in the entire NFL. Like, it would be that good. And it's crazy that he is here at 18 again, because I'm pretty sure I took him here last time. 19, Atlanta Falcons, and just like last time, please do not start Desmond Ridder week 1 next year. I swear to God. This time I will take J.J. McCarthy. He's climbing up a lot of people's boards. Precise passer. Obviously very accurate when I say that. Like, as in he's very accurate. Oh, my God. But I think he's just a good distributor. He can be a game manager for you, but he can also make plays with his legs and extend. And we've seen that a little bit this year, but not much. Michigan's schedule has been extremely easy, and it's kind of weird. But Jay McCarthy will be the pick at 19. Falcons need a quarterback. And just like, I don't know if I said this in the last mock draft or if it was my spread pick, but trade deadline is coming up. Arthur Smith, OC of the Titans a couple years ago. Be on the lookout in the trade deadline for Tannehill to go to Atlanta. Pick number 20, Minnesota Vikings, and I feel so bad for Kirk Cousins. I really do. He was playing some incredible football. However, Achilles, he's in that upper age, that older age, I should say, of football players. Quarterbacks can definitely play longer, but still, coming off an Achilles injury, you don't know what he's going to look like, and I think Kevin O'Connell's going to want to have his own guy anyways. And we're going to go Michael Penix here at 20, sadly. I hope Kirk Cousins comes back healthy, but there's really no guarantees with an Achilles, just like an ACL. And for a quarterback, too, if that was his back leg, I don't actually remember. He's got to work that thing back because he's got to push off of it to get those deep balls and really put some power on throws. So, really unfortunate. Hope Kirk's okay. Hope surgery goes smoothly and everything. But Michael Penix will be the pick at 20. Pittsburgh Steelers at 21, and I don't actually remember where I went last time with them, but I kind of want to go Barrett Carter. I think a linebacker would be so valuable for them, and Barrett Carter has been playing unbelievable this year. I mean, not much else to say about it, really. Could have gone DB or safety as well, maybe Cam Kitchens or Kalen Bullock. But I just think Barrett Carter could be one of those missing pieces on that defense. Just kind of manning the middle, the green dot player. By that I mean the Mike linebacker, one calling the plays, reading the offense. So Barrett Carter at 21 for the Steelers. Pick number 22, and this one could be a big one. Chop Robinson has somehow fallen all the way down here to 22. Probably wouldn't expect that. Keon Coleman is down here. Got called out for this guy's name last time. Rome Odunze, apparently is how you say it, like the city in Italy. Holy shit, I hope that's in Italy. Rome's in Italy, right? I don't know. Geography is kind of tough sometimes. But Rome Odunze, thought it was Rome Odunze, but apparently it's not. Regardless, he is here at 22 and could be a very nice piece and a piece to the receiving core that the Texans don't have. I feel like Nico Collins is kind of similar to Keon Coleman. And obviously Tank Dell is unlike a lot of receivers. He's kind of in that slot-only type player, kind of like a Wandale or even, not a Kadarius Toney, but kind of that slot-only player, kind of gadgety that you can line up in the backfield. But 22, I think it's really valuable for this Texans team, and with DeMeco Ryans coming from that 49ers background in coaching, he watched how valuable it was to get that trench depth and get it early to start an actual really good run and build a really good team for years to come. And Chop Robinson across from Will Anderson would be dangerous. Pick number 23, speaking of the San Francisco 49ers, they have lost 3 straight somehow, and it is pretty remarkable, to say the least. I did not expect it at all, and they really need O-line and DB help. Travaris Ward is awesome. Isaiah Oliver's all right. Lenore's okay, but, you need a guy, and Kalen King is that guy. He can play zone. He can play man, super instinctual corner. Got a little bit beat up by Marvin Harrison, who will be in his division if this mock draft was real. And they'd be going up against each other twice a year. But regardless, Travaris Ward and then Kalen King on the other side of those boundaries for this Niners defense would be superb, to say the least, because everywhere else is pretty much filled out on that defense, and then they would just need to sign maybe a veteran lineman to go play right tackle or somewhere along that offensive line. Pick number 24, and the Bills are probably sad to see Kalen King go, but Gabe Davis might be gone after this year. They also would not mind Odunze or Odunes. Maybe it's Odunes. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Rome Odunze, though, now. And I believe he might be where we go here. He can be that kind of deep threat. He's a very good route runner, gets separation. You do kind of have that, though, in Stephon Diggs. So maybe if you're going receiver, go keep Coleman. You could also go Nate Wiggins, even Kalen Carson if you want to get really not tricky, but punchy maybe. Denzel Burke's also a really good player. Kamari Lassiter has been playing really good as of recent. Chris Abrams drain as well. I don't know. He's not in here. Kyrie Jackson will probably be in that third round, second round grade by the end of the year. I feel like if you're the Bills, maybe just take the best defensive player at a position of need, even though the draft shouldn't be based purely off need, but they have cycled a ton of corners, and it seems like Trey White has been injured every year now for the past 2 or 3 years, so Maybe go get his replacement in Nate Wiggins, who has been fantastic over at Clemson. The Detroit Lions. And they also wish those last two guys would have fell, but they go right before them. And I think it does say interior D-line as a need, and that might be actually where I go here. Leonard Taylor has fallen, and you know Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions, they love their trenches, man. They want guys that are just bite your fucking hand off, and Leonard Taylor is kind of that dude. Super physical, big, powerful hands. Got a little finesse to him as well, I won't lie. Super good player, though, on the interior, and then your D-line is looking really, really nice in Detroit. The Dallas Cowboys here at 26. And I hate to do this because I don't want Cowboys to have really good weapons, but I think Keon Coleman fits so well. There's your outside corner with CD in the slot. Keon Coleman becomes your jump ball guy with CD being that finesse route runner type player. That creates a very explosive offense. And some very nice weapons for Dak Prescott now. As much as I hate to say it, but on to pick number 27, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They could be a team to take the first interior guy off the board, and for that would probably be Zach Zinter, Cohen, or Cooper Beebe. If they don't want to go that route, maybe go tackle. J.C. Latham is still there. Grant Barton is still there. I actually don't really know where to go with this pick. It says DB as a need, but I don't really think it's that big of a need. I think they've got some pretty good guys over there. Although you could go safety. Could also go edge. You don't know if Josh Allen's coming back. And Braylon Trice is a pretty good player. I'm actually going to round out their secondary after I said it. I don't think it's that big of a need. Cam Kitchens is probably the best player here outside of Odunze. And he might even be better than Odunze. He is a really, really good safety. He can come down in the box. He can play over the top. He can play in the slot, I think. Super good safety to really round out that defense for the Jags. The Baltimore Ravens, and they have had a superb start to this season. Super impressive. They could go running back. I don't think any running backs will go in the first round, though, this year. The secondary, though, is a little bit iffy. They could definitely use some D-line help, too. And Braylon Trice kind of seems like a guy they would go for. And I kind of like the fit. So I'm going to go Jalen excuse me, what did I just say? Yeah, you know what? Actually, fuck it. Traylon Bryce to the Baltimore Ravens. Braylon Trice, obviously. To the Baltimore Ravens. I think that'd be a super good fit. David Ojabo has not really come back from that Achilles injury, which sucks. But that was the risk that they took. However, Odafe Owe had been awesome on one side of that D-line, so he needs a guy across from him, and Braylon Trice could be that guy. Pick number 29, the Seattle Seahawks, and I imagine Seahawks fans did not expect them to be here, but they are, and take it for what it's worth because they're playing some damn good football right now. That secondary has been on fire. And really, I mean, you get Leonard Williams now, and that has filled out their interior D line for the time being. He is on a 1 year contract, so you don't really need to fill out anything else on that D line. I think maybe the other side, the offensive interior, could be helped. And I really like Cooper Beebe or Zach Zinter here to do so. I'm actually going to go Zach Zinter. I think that's how you say his name. Bad with names. But I think getting that little bit extra in pass protection and run blocking on the offense really helps Geno out and lets him get the ball to these weapons: Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf, Lockett, Jason, Bobo, all those guys. So pick number 30. This kind of seems like an easy one for me for the Dolphins. I'm going Graham Barton. Whether he's playing tackle or guard for you, I think that's just a super good offensive lineman, and you can never have too many good tackles or too many good edge players, is what I've learned over the recent years. So this just adds to it, and he can play on the other side of Teron Armstead to block Tua's front side because he's lefty. Yeah, that's right. Because Armstead's on the right. So the Dolphins add to their O-line and give Tua even more time to get out to these speedy receivers in Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Tyreek Hill, Chosen, Anderson, all of them. Robbie Chosen, whatever the fuck his name is. Pick number 31, the Kansas City Chiefs, who finally lost to the Denver Broncos yesterday. Could they go J.C. Latham? Maybe. I still love the fit of Odunze in this Andy Reid offense. It's either him or Xavier Worthy probably as best fit. But 32, Philadelphia Eagles, and not quite sure where to go here. Probably somewhere in the secondary, I imagine, right? Darius Slay and James Bradbury getting up in age, both on no, Bradbury's on a 1 year, I think, and Slay is on a 2 or a 3. They somehow worked out, I would think. They traded for Byard. Kalen Bullock, however, wouldn't be a bad pick. Could take Latham as a developmental tackle / guard, swing tackle for when Mailata or Lane Johnson goes down. Or do you just make this offense even more explosive and go Xavier Worthy? I am going to go in the secondary and bet that they don't bring back Slay or Bradbury, one of the two. They love their guys. Amari Lassiter has been playing some awesome football as of recent. We're going to go Lassiter with the last pick of this draft. And let's take a look. Final look. Marvin Harrison goes at number 1 to Arizona. A little bit surprising probably, but again, no trades here. I don't know. It's definitely different. And I like to mix up the options. I mean, you got to feel out everything that's possible. Some big names not making it into the first round. One of them being Xavier Worthy, who we just talked about. JT Tuimoloau. Holy shit. JT, you guys know what I'm talking about. Edge rusher, Ohio State. Um, yeah, man, from the last draft, Leatu Latu, the first edge, and the first defensive player actually taken off the board at number 7. So definitely different, but I like it. I love doing these mock drafts. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Please comment your opinions because I know I've probably made people mad, but I've probably made some people really happy with who I've drafted. I feel like the Cardinals getting Kool-Aid and Marvin Harrison is incredible. However, that is very unlikely to happen, but you never know. The Texans ended up with C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson last year, so anything can happen. But yeah, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, comment, tell me how bad of a mock drafter I am. It is what it is. And hopefully I gave you maybe a little bit of hope to some of these teams. Obviously, this is just a mock draft, so we're only 8 weeks through the NFL season, and it's been quite the season so far. So thank you guys so much for watching. And again, if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.